Today I wanted to talk about some tips on stump grinding. We're here at my house. I've got this dead tree that I cut down. Had a couple of live legs left on it, but it's kind of in this corner. Don't really need it. I need to get that fence fixed. So we're going to go over this. So this stump is probably a little over 3 foot. I didn't measure it across at the widest point, but it's narrower this way. And as you can see, Raven is still here helping us. So it's a little bit outside of the swing of the grinder. So for those of you that are not familiar with using grinders, all we're doing when we stump grind is we're going to take off kind of that top corner, go down, come back and forth, and we're just going to work through it a little at a time. In order to do that on a stump that's wider than what the stump grinder will swing, we're going to start on one edge and we're going to work as much of it as we can across, and then we're going to back up and reposition and come in the other way and kind of work at it that way. So I'll try to set the phone up as best as I can. Left my tripod at the shop, so I don't have it to set it up, but I'll try to get it propped up here and kind of show you what I'm talking about.
Always watch your back.
Okay, so I got that first pass done basically, and we're just now down to surface level. You can see what's kind of left there. Part of the reason why I didn't push it all the way to the right side is I wanted to be sure to be able to reach over all the way to the edge and get any root flare that might be over here. So it creates a pile of mulch pretty quick and wood chippings. This is going to be mixed in with dirt and whatnot. I guess you could use it for compost. I just fill the stump hole back in when I'm out here. I mean, I've got trees all over the place, and so for me, I'm not so concerned about a super finished product right off the bat, but I would highly recommend that you get one of the hard mulch rakes like this, or rock rake, whatever you want to call it, that just moves that mulch and grindings really fast. As they start to pile up and get higher and higher, the machine's gonna raise up as you're trying to drive and reach the other side. So if you move them out of the way, you can stay a little more level. It just kind of makes it easier, I think. It's not totally necessary, but we've got it down to level, but we want to go subgrade. And so now I'm just gonna basically reset the machine and start over and take it down to the final depth that I want. And then I'm gonna reposition, come around the other side and do the same thing there. It goes pretty quick. This machine's very easy to operate. Electric start here, throttle. This is your drive controls, kind of like a steering wheel, forward, backward, left, right. And then joystick control for the cutter head. So down, up, left, right. And you just kind of point it and work it where you want it to go. You're going to go down to the left, go down, then to the right, so on and so forth. Bring it back up, move the machine in, and start over. So, got you a little time lapse on that first one. I'll leave it in real time now so you can kind of see how it works. Okay, as you can see, we are a little bit below grade. There's still some spots that I got to touch up back in here. You can see we still got a little bit of a root flare sticking up there. but I had so much mulch piled up, like I was talking about, it kind of gets unlevel and it's harder to control. So I'll rake some of that out of the way. I'll do that little bit of touch up, and then we just got that one other side to finish up. So I'll try to get a couple of more clips. I'll see if I can get me running the machine so you can kind of see what it looks like and how to control it and how I'm moving it here. If we can keep her out of the way, that would be helpful also. So I'll check back in here shortly. Okay, we got a pretty good mess here. Some of that root flare went really wide, and so as you can see, my original little 3-foot wide stump turned into quite a bit bigger opening here. I had a lot of roots that were on the surface, and that's what I'm getting ready to show you here, over here on this side. While you're at it with this grinder and you've got it on your rental, and you've got these roots like this one that sticks up above the ground, or that one, it's just kind of on the surface, go ahead and take those out while you have the grinder, and then you don't have to worry about chopping those out or hitting them with the lawnmower or whatever your case may be. So I'm going to go ahead and knock these roots out, and we should be about done with this one. Okay, I didn't time that, but as I started chasing those roots, it just kind of kept going and going. So something to be aware of. Again, I'm no professional arborist or stump grinder operator. I can show you how to run them. This little video is kind of an idea of what to do. May not be the best representation. Started chasing some of those roots out that were on the surface, and it just kind of kept running. I have a fair mess here. I'm going to get out the skid loader and kind of move this stuff around, level it out. And then I'll have to bring some topsoil in order to plant anything above it. But fairly quickly you can get this knocked out, even on a big stump that creates problems like this one, chasing those roots around. I've got a smaller one that I'm going to do here in a little bit, and I am going to time it. It's probably 12-inch, 14-inch diameter. I'll even measure it before we get done. I kind of wanted to do this video to show, even on a 4-hour rental, if you don't have a whole lot of drive time, you can still get a lot of work done. The whole purpose of this is, I've had some dead trees. I had one over in that corner. Sorry for the focus. There was one there by that gate. Some old elm trees on this farm property that we've got out here. So I wanted to show you with some of the equipment that we have available at the rental ranch, you can get a lot of projects done. This STX 38 by Toro is an awesome machine. It grinds really fast. It's got auto sweep control, so it'll kind of limit itself. You may have saw it slowing down there from time to time as it was taking too big of a bite. It'll back itself off. Very easy to operate. We can show you all the bells and whistles of how to use them, or if you're interested in purchasing one, stump grinding can be a great side business to get into. So if you have any questions, be sure and give us a call. I'll get this smoothed out. I'll show you the other stump, and we'll check back in with you later. Okay, sorry the video quality probably wasn't the best today. I started right at 8 o'clock is when I went outside and got the rakes and shovels and got the mule loaded up and stuff. And it's 9:20 now. So I did that whole bigger stump with the root problems that I had to chase the roots all around. And I did this other one that was like 17 wide at the widest point. And I got both of those done in about an hour and a half. I haven't done my cleanup. The grinder's back on the trailer, it needs chained down. Other than that, it's pretty much ready to go. So again, this isn't exactly a professional how-to the best way. It's the way I know how to do it. There's probably more efficient ways, and other guys are going to be a lot faster at it than I am, but for a basic homeowner or somebody that's not doing this every day, there's no reason to be intimidated by a stump grinder. We can show you how to run it the way that I just did there, and most people can get by with that and get some stumps ground out in a short amount of time, get your property or your yard cleaned up, and be ready to plant or put new sod down or whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish with your goal there. For me, it's get these stumps out of the way, get the ground leveled back out, and then get ready to plant some new trees. So once I get those trees, I'll have the auger drive on a dingo out here, and we'll get those holes dug, and I'll show you using that equipment to get that done. It's just a way for a homeowner to be able to rent their own equipment, accomplish their own landscaping goals, and they don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars hiring someone to do it. There's plenty of great companies out there that are going to be very proficient at it, very professional. We've got a whole list of guys that we can recommend if that's what you need, but there are options for homeowners to do this stuff themselves and save a little bit of money. If you have questions, don't hesitate to call or text us at 316-838-4211 or visit us on the web at rentalranchwichita.com. Thanks.